In today's video, we are combining the Ben 10 universe and the Minecraft universe together, where we can become all the different types of aliens and even have special abilities as well. And some of the abilities are pretty insane. So let's just jump straight into it. So it's definitely been a while since we did anything Ben 10 related. And after about a year of you guys spamming comments to check out Palladium, this one's for you. So as any Ben 10 mod should start, it starts off with the crash site right here. And as you can probably guess, inside this pod right here is the prototype Omnitrix. And as soon as we equip this thing is never coming off. But if we go ahead and press V right here, there you go. Look at that. The sounds and everything, the animations. I mean, when I first checked this out, I was just blown away by the animations and everything. Like how detailed it is. So whilst we've actually got the Omnitrix in this sort of mode right here, we can actually scroll and see all the different aliens that we can actually become right here. And in case you didn't know the aliens by silhouette, there is a super handy little menu on the right there where every time you scroll, you can actually see who you're going to transform into. So, but let me stop yapping and actually show you the first alien, which is Heatblast. Oh yeah. And already you can see what amazing details are going to be in this mod. You can even see right through his chest. Look at that. And as you can see on the right there, we do have a main ability, but the other ones are actually locked. So to get good, you're going to have to get good. But for the sake of the video right here, I do just want to show you all the abilities unlocked. Maxed out 20 aliens, which is where if you actually open up your inventory, you'll see like a little powers button right here. And this is like the skill tree to unlock all the different abilities that these guys have. So let me just spam all of these real quick. And just by doing that and being max level, you can see that we do get a couple of different abilities right here. Even when we crouch, we get some different ones. Even when we jump, we get another one as well, as you can see there. So let's see what Heatblast is all about. Our first ability right here is V, which basically just sets anything on fire that you're actually aiming at. Pretty handy if you want to set your friend's house on fire, as an example. And you can actually check the names of these. So for example, our B ability. So this one is heat absorption. Okay. I'm not sure what happened there, but we definitely activated it. Next one we get right here is a fire tornado. So definitely a step up from the last one. But I'm pretty sure if I do it underneath these trees right here, they might set on fire. Let's give it a go. Let's have a look. Oh, it doesn't. Okay, nice. Not too destructive. I like it. And one of the best abilities is... Oh. Yeah, so I forgot to mention that after a while you will actually power down and have to wait for this to regen again, so give me 5 minutes. And while we're waiting for the Omnitrix to cool down, I have started streaming on YouTube here every Monday and Thursday, so be sure to tag along for the next one. I hope to see you guys there. So now that it's reset, we can turn into Heatblast again. There we go. So as I was saying before I sort of like de-transformed there, one of the best abilities that I found is just the simple right click we have here. As you can see, it actually just launches a fireball just straight wherever you're looking. You know, you get a little bit of fire every now and then, but nothing too crazy. But if you're a Ben 10 fan, you know that this guy can actually fly it as well, just like this. Basically Iron Man, which from just flying around like this, it actually works very similar to the Elytra, so you can actually gain more speed when you go down. But instead of using fireworks, you can actually just go up regardless. And if normal flying wasn't enough for you, you can press M. You can just surf around on a giant fireball if you really wanted to. Choice is yours. There we go, back to normal. Just know that eventually you are going to transform out of it, so just be wary of that. Our next alien is another fan favorite right here, which is Forearms. And this guy just looks absolutely beefy right here. And yeah, as you can see, there's a bit of a height difference between these two. And again, I gotta say, the animations with this and the actual design is just so spot on. Like, it just looks so cool. It really does hit that nostalgia for me, I can't lie. So let's have a look what moves we've got here. We've got V, which I'm pretty sure is we just pick up a boulder, casually picking up a boulder from the road. And just as you'd expect, you can throw it. Our next ability is like a tornado, very similar to Heatblast, but you're just gonna be throwing those fists at pretty much anything that comes your way. Think of it like a really, really deadly ballerina. We have the Hulk clap right here as well. If we hold that down, there you go. It's pretty hard to aim that one, so you have to be wary of it, and the cooldown is a little bit longer than the others. And if we actually crouch, you'll see that the abilities change. So this one right here, which would have been our boulder picking up one, we can actually just go mining if you really wanted to. But out of all these abilities right here, I've saved the best one till last, and that is the leap ability right here, which is actually insane. So as you can imagine, the longer you hold this down, the more we can actually like go. Oh my god. Yeah, the height of it is pretty insane. It actually puts the Hulk to shame thinking about it. I mean, this is kind of ridiculous. But what's really cool about this is that if we actually hold it down and go all the way up and then hold left shift, we just do this insane body slam move, which basically just blows up the ground as well. So let me try and aim for these guys right here. Let's give it a go. No, I'm gonna transform mid-go. Oh, that is not what you want to happen. And that right there is a perfect example of me not keeping an eye on the time. All right, take two, here we go. Straight away, no messing about. We jump up, we left shift, let's get him. This guy's the luckiest villager in the world. Okay, all right, here we go. Straight away. There we go, surely. Oh my god, it didn't even kill him. Okay, well, let's move on. So that right there was Forearms, but up next, we've got another one of my all-time favorites, and that is Wildmutt right there. And this guy's a little bit different to the other aliens straight off the bat, so let me show you what I mean. Yep, there we go. This is what it's like to see as Wildmutt right here. It is pretty cool. It reminds me a lot of like Sonar, where like the flames and the noises are sort of like just like bouncing off the buildings, and that's how you can see them. Or at least that's what I'm gonna go with. Villagers definitely look a little bit creepy as well, I can't lie. For our first ability here, we do get the classic bite. Not going to kill them in one shot, but we also have the Quill Barrage right here, which fires a quick burst of sharp quills hurting nearby enemies. So if we're going first person right here, that's where the damage comes from. We can also run pretty damn quick as Wildmutt as well, and we do have the ability to sort of like jump, a little bit like forearms, but just not to the same extent, and even the ability to dig as well, which is like a 3x3 radius every time you use it. So if you wanted to tunnel quickly, Wildmutt is pretty good for that. But what I really like about this sort of like sonar view right here is that when it rains, it just looks so cool. Like, I can't describe it, but I just love the way that this looks. It just looks so cool. But with Wildmutt being one of the aliens that doesn't have too much going on, it is still super fun to mess around with. And like I said, definitely bonus points for this sort of like stylistic choice right here. It looks so sick. And after playing as Wildmutt for quite a while, it's really quite weird to come back to like normal life, I guess. The next alien I want to show is actually Accelerate right here. Let's check this guy out. Oh, look at that. Already, that model is so sick. I love the design of that. That is so sick. And straight away, you'll be able to tell that when we're in first person, we have like this meter bar right there at the bottom of our screen. And to adjust that, we just hold V and use the scroll wheel. And this is when you can actually just get faster and faster until the last level right there. And as soon as you go past the first speed, you get the mask as well. That is so cool. So the base speed isn't anything too crazy. As you can see here, we're probably a little bit quicker than the normal player. The next level up from that, on level 1, we get like this trail right here as well, which does look really cool the way that it sort of like follows you around. Level 2 gets even faster. Level 3 gets even faster than that. Level 5 is very, very quick. It may not seem it, but it is definitely a little bit tricky to control. And whilst we're going full speed right here, you can see that some of the abilities have popped up, which I'm definitely going to need some test subjects for. So B right here is actually a tornado. So you might be able to see it, you might not, but basically it just throws them all up in the air, and it actually controls it for you. So you don't actually have to like be too good at controlling this. And there you go. Only 2 villagers survived. We also get like a punching ability, which we can actually just run past them and smack them in the face just like this. You know, it takes a bit of practice, but you can probably get used to it. And if those moves weren't cool enough for you, if you crouch mid-run, you'll get another ability there, which is actually like a slide. And that's how you go straight for their legs, just like that. The range that you can slide is actually insane. And like I said, all the models and the effects and everything like that for this mod is honestly like insane. And considering that it's on the modern version of Minecraft, like there's so many things you could pair this with. And the final alien I want to show in this video, as I don't want to ruin everything for you guys if you do decide to download this, we're going to be checking out Grey Matter. All right, here we go. Yeah, he's a pretty tall dude, honestly. This is what it looks like in comparison to a villager right there. That is insane. And just like all the other aliens we've had today as well, they all have like the Omnitrix logo like on their back or on their arm or anything like that. And as Grey Matter, we do have a few little abilities right here, one of them being the jump. So we can jump a little bit higher, you know, considering that we're so small. We definitely need all the help we can get. We can stick our tongue out just like that as like an attack, which honestly, I'm actually curious how much damage that actually does. Oh, it actually knocks them back as well. Oh my God, that range.
Come back here.
All the way from back here. Oh, wow, okay. He's a lot more powerful than you might think. We can also hold on to the sides of buildings like this. I'm not sure if you can actually climb like this, but you can definitely hold on to it. And the extra perk of being super small, we can just waltz in through a 1-block gap like that. And I think we might even be able to go under the table. Yeah, we can. Look at that. You know, Grey Matter's pretty good if you wanted to spy on somebody. Or steal stuff. Your choice. And in terms of speed, you're still pretty quick. Like, I'm pretty sure you could keep up with a regular player like this as well. Or maybe we could grab onto this and then hold on to it. Whoop. There we go. There we go. I'm pretty bad at using these abilities, but I definitely plan on doing more videos with the Ben 10 stuff, so if that's something that you might want to see, let me know in the comments. We can even stand in between the traffic lights. That's how small he is. But that is going to cut it for this video, guys. I didn't want to spoil too much, as I definitely recommend checking this mod out for yourselves and having a go of all the different aliens and stuff like that. But as a first timer checking out this mod, I'm super impressed with this. It's just so much fun to mess around with. But if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and a comment, or even consider subscribing if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.